Morning, children. In the last class, we had studied about the economic development of India, and there we have studied about the 5 year plan which was introduced by Jawaharlal Nehru. And after independence, introduced a 5 year plan, and we have seen the objectives, goals of 5 year plan. Now, today we are going to see that there are total 9 5 year plans were there till now. So, let us begin with the first 5 year plan that has started from 1951 to 1956. As it is suggested, 5 year plan means for 5 years, 5 year 51 to 56. Okay, so what all the plannings were there, what all the plan under those 5 years that we are going to study. Okay, so let us begin with the first 5 year plan. The expenditure of this plan was the following things. So the plan, the expenditure, the planning based of first 5 year plan on this following things were:
First 5 year plan.
expenditure on agriculture and the primary sector, means more importance should be given to the agriculture and primary sector means in the rural areas, whatever small scale jobs or industries were there. Sources of energies, more and more sources of energies to be implemented. It can be the hydel energy from water, it can be the solar energy, all that energy to be generated. Industries, many new industries to be implemented. It can be in the village small scale industries and large scale industries in the urban areas. Given more importance to transport and communication, transport facilities, communication system should be making more developed, like more and more big roads, national highways to be made, communication facilities as a time of, like you can say about the telephonic, or it can be the internet facility that was not available during those days, but at least the telephones and all that started begin. Postal services, all that is all coming under communication. Health and education, more and more new techniques of health started, and education facilities were also developed. That is all in the first 5 year plan. So these all points you have to learn it. Now the second 5 year plan, which was started from 1956 to 1961, the expenditure means, children, the it was spent on this expenditure, to expend, or to the money, the national, whatever you can say about the money, was spent on these things. Why it was spent on these things? For the economic development of country, national income. Okay, that is the expenditure means. Focused on industrialization, many new industries were set up, many new machineries were developed, and that is more industrialization become more developed during those time, 56 to 1961, which led to an increase in national income. So when there will be more, when there will be good qualities of goods produced in the industries, and more number of goods produce, so that time we can do the export and all that. And when we export the goods to other parts of countries, our income also will increase, so that will lead to national income. Okay, that is focus, given more focus to the industrialization during this second 5 year plan. Now about the third 5 year plan. In the third 5 year plan, which was started from 1961 to 1966, it aimed at bringing a balance between industries and agriculture. Means industries should also be developed, and agriculture facilities, more and more new types of agriculture implements, equipments, seeds, farmers should be given loan, all that is all coming under agriculture. National income, to increase national income by increasing our industries and agriculture products. Heavy industries to be set up in rural urban areas. Heavy industries means big industries. Eradication of poverty. Eradication means removal of poverty. The people, those who are below poverty line, their standard of living to be improve by giving them employment opportunities. So increase employment, this both the points are interrelated. When we are increasing employment opportunities, one and the same way the poverty also will be removed from the society. Okay, 3 1-year plan from 1966 to 1969. Due to the intense famine, invention of China and war with Pakistan. So like this, the famine. Famine means when there is no rain, means drought everywhere. Opposite of, you can say, the flood, isn't that? And during that time only, we have a war with China and Pakistan. Focus was more on defense and tackling the famine rather than development. So we couldn't give more importance to the development of economic development, but more focus was on defense system to strengthen our defense, because we were tackling with both the countries, China and Pakistan, and also the very like a famine we were facing, isn't that? It's drought everywhere because of the famine. The agriculture, the farmers were also suffered a lot. So that focus were there during this time, 1966 to 1969. That was in the third 5-year plan. Now in the fourth 5-year plan, that is from 1969 to 1974, India started making various plans to become self-reliant. Self-reliant means self-dependent, not to depend on any other countries for import, export, education, medicine, anything. That is self-reliant, self-dependent, independent. Okay, self-independent. Government should develop the basic industries. Many industries we only started set up in our countries, so that we don't have to depend on other countries. We don't have to import the goods from other countries. Nationalization of banks. Banks were started getting nationalization. Next topic after this 5-year plan, we are going to study about nationalization of bank. What is the difference between nationalization, privatization? Okay, that we are going to study, that where the power will be with the government, central government, nationalization of banks. Okay, the fourth 5-year plan did not succeed as expected due to the Bangladesh war and increase in oil prices. And the same this year also, we couldn't able to do much development because of the war with Bangladesh, and also increase in the oil prices that we are importing from other countries. So we couldn't able to face that price, isn't that? Or that whatever the hike, the price of oil price, so that we were facing financial problem during that time. Okay, so because of that, other parts wherever they have planned in the fourth year plan, whatever the things they have planned, they couldn't able to do that. That is in the fourth 5-year plan. Now in the fifth 5-year plan, that is from 1974 to 1979, various goals were set up in India for self-sufficient. Again, self-sufficient means we started making various plans to be self-independent, self-sufficient. We don't have to borrow things from other countries. However, there was a failure to remove poverty and unemployment. Though we have made various schemes, various plans, but to an extent we were failed to remove poverty and unemployment from our country. Objectives were increase national income, and because we are not able to increase the national income of our country, if it is not improving, then automatically it will affect the poverty and unemployment of that country. And also in that fifth 5-year plan, India was making plan to increase employment opportunities, education facilities, nutritious food and drinking water, nutritious food and drinking water facilities in the rural areas, the children, the people were facing. So there has to be look after. Medical facilities were not there in rural areas, so medical facilities to be increase given in the rural area. Supply electricity, means of communication, electricity was not reaching in the nook and corner of the rural areas, and the means of communication should also be reached in the rural areas. Social welfare, society should be given equal status. Common people or in the rural areas, the poor people in the society should be looked after, and development should be there in the field of agriculture. This all the plans were there in the fifth 5-year plan. Children, all these points were there in the exam. You may get any 5-year plan like fifth 5-year plan or fourth 5-year plan. Write the objectives of fifth 5-year plan. So this is all the points that is given, so you have to write down in these points like how it was given here in the PPT. Okay, so like this only you have to learn also from the textbook, not the entire paragraph of the page you are reading. You should know how to read out and how to learn the points. Any one 5-year plan you will be getting sure. So that is in the 5-year plan. Now in the sixth 5-year plan, that was there from 1980 to 1985, following programs were implemented in this plan. Now what were the program? Integrated Rural Development Program, that is called as IRDP. Now also we are following it. That means the rural areas, the development should be there in the rural areas. Rural Landless Employment Guarantee Program, RLEGP. That means in the rural areas, in the villages, the farmers, those who don't have the land, so how they will be working and they become landless. So how to give them employment? That is all the coming under in this program. National Rural Employment Program, NREP. That means they should be given rural people, the rural, they should be given employment opportunities should be given to them. Salem Steel Plant. Salem, it's a place in Tamil Nadu, and there is a big steel plant is there. So there the people of the villagers, the rural people, those who are there surrounded by there, they should be given recruitment. That means job opportunities should be given to the rural people in this steel plant. It's a factory, steel plant. Okay, Salem Steel Plant. Salem is a place in Tamil Nadu. That is in sixth 5-year plan. Now in the seventh 5-year plan, that is from 1985 to 1990, more focus were there on employment generation, food and productivity. Following programs were laid like Jawahar Rojgar Yojana, India Awas Yojana, scheme of 10 lakh wells in the villages for the water facilities. And Jawahar Rojgar Yojana means employment opportunity should be given to the unemployed people, especially in the rural areas. India Awas Yojana. Awas means it is those who are not having, homeless people, those who don't have home, to build home for them. Isn't that those who are don't, they just like us people, they used to just whole day they are loitering in the street. They don't have, poor people, whatever. Awas means home, homeless people, giving home to the homeless people, and wells to be there in the village, so that people should not go so far to fetch water. The seventh plan proved to be important from the point of view of employment generation. So this was very important for the generating employment opportunities. Okay, these all yojanas are now also it is there. Okay, so this has started in those 7th 5-year plans. Still now we are implementing that. That is in the 7th 5-year plan. Now in the 8th 5-year plan, you are going to see some of the things are like, children, if you see the education, employment, the rural development, all that one and the same only, isn't that? focused on the private sector, reflecting the liberalization and free market policy of 1991. Now, what is this private sector? Means more and more importance should be given to the capitalism, some of the private sectors, not only the government sectors, government, like what do you call that, companies, private companies should be given more importance. Liberalization means freedom, and free market policy. Free market policy means our Indian, they were free to sell out their things in any part of the country. That is there in the policy of 1991. According to that, the India or the our country is open market to from all other countries. We can do import, and we can export our things to all other countries. Free market policy, that is called as. Okay. Pradhan Mantri Yojgar Yojana. Again, it is a Yojgar, that means a job opportunities. Pradhan Mantri is that Yojana started. Mahila Samriddhi Yojana, where they are given like upliftment for the women, girls. Rashtriya Samajik Arthik Sahaya Yojana, that is the people, those who are poor, financial poor, they should be given financial help. Midday meal scheme, midday meal children, now also it has started. Then many government schools, in they now here also in everywhere in India it's there, that government schools, they are giving midday meal. Isn't that, you must have seen it, they are giving that khichdi or all that to the students in government schools only, because they are from rural areas, poor people, poor children, so they can just come and they will get free bags, they get free uniform, books, free everything, and food also. They just have to come without fees also. They have to just come and sit, have to study, and they are getting everything. That is called as midday meal scheme. Started from government sector, not in the private school it is implemented. Okay. Indira Mahila scheme. Indira Gandhi, during that time they have started Mahila scheme for the ladies, for the empowerment of women. Ganga Kalyan scheme. Ganga Kalyan means to clear the river, means water, or the river, what is the basins, whichever dirt and filthy, that has to be clear out. That is all are the plans were in the 8th 5-year plan. Okay. Now the last one is the 9th 5-year plan, that is in 1997 to 2002. Agriculture and rural development, where the main focus on the 9th 5-year plan. Communication system and service sector progress according to the plan. Communication system were also started. Service sector, communication system means many like mobiles were invented during those time, and service sectors, service of this communication, transport, agriculture, rural development, all they were given more importance in the 9th 5-year plan. So this all we have seen about 9th 5-year plan till 2002. Now also we are following, children, but we don't name it as 5-year plan. This all has started from 1956 till now. It's there, and we are following the same thing which was started. It's not that we don't follow, we follow it. Every 5 year, many new government come, they follow all this plan. That is why I told you this Pradhan Mantri Yojana, Rojgar Yojana, all these are now also it is there. So this has started in those 5-year plans. Till now we are implementing in our country. Okay, so I hope you have understood all the 5-year plan, children. As I told you, you have to just write down the points, point wise how it was given in this PPT, and you have to learn it. If your learning is like in a paragraph, you will feel it very difficult and boring. You just learn it and make a point of all the 5-year plan. Any 5-year plan you will be getting in the exam. Okay, so in the next chapter, in the next period, we are going to study about nationalization of banks. I will be telling you the meaning of nationalization, privatization, and all that. You will come to know it. Till now, you are going to learn whatever been taught today. Okay, if you have any problem, you should ask me immediately. Okay, take care. Bye, children.